been sort of a tough morning so far. First good coin hit was a looks like a clad quarter, maybe about 4 inches down. I'm out at the big park today, and the lack of signals are amazing. I got a surface here. I'm going to see if there's anything here I can get. Oh, great! I did get finally found a dime. Almost a surface signal. Just a slight little nudge down. So at least I found a dime. Good Lord, quarter and a dime for hours of searching. Could be better. All right, this is Texas Tiger Diggs again, and sort of a disappointing result today. I went to the quote-unquote big park, and I came away with a quarter and a memorial clad quarter and a memorial penny. Not that great. Also here, this is a couple of pieces of junk. There's a lot more trash than that, but it was so much that I just threw it away in the park before I came. These were a couple of pieces that were just left over in my little trash pouch, which I'll be throwing away very quickly as well. A lot of deep cans, a little bit of foil. When I first came into the park, I had the discrimination open pretty much, and so I was digging some pull tabs, beaver tails, and I was also getting some foil. I was in a pretty good traveled part of the park. The problem reached to such a degree that I eventually even went over toward the tot lot. I don't usually do tot lots, but I went in the vicinity. That's where I got this penny, not from the tot lot, but from the area immediately surrounding it. So I don't usually do tot lots. I don't believe that a middle-aged man needs to be hanging around where kids might congregate, even if they're not there at the time. In a lot of neighborhoods, what you call a man who hangs around a kid's playground, even when it's completely empty, is usually described as a suspect. So I didn't hang around. I just moved around, hit a few spots, etc. Talked to a few people who saw me detecting. That was the fun part of the hunt. In any case, hold on. I've got a little thing to say about small park versus big park. Since I've been going out to the quote-unquote big park, I've used over here. I've used the Xterra 705. I've used the Gold Bug. Today, I just used the XP Deus. So my machines have varied, but the results have been very similar. A big park is great if you can find a place where people congregate. Why would anybody think that a small park with less people in it would be better? I call this the square yard hypothesis. If you're in a park and you take a square yard and you say there will be 3 people an hour in that square yard, then that means you've got a positive 3 within that square yard. Now, getting 3 people in a square yard in a small park, even one that is not heavily visited, is a lot easier than getting 3 people a square yard in a large park that may be heavily visited. Now, the 3 square yard thing I'm talking about is just something I pulled out of my head. But think about it. Density of people. When you go to a small park, you tend to have more density of people because there's less room for them to maneuver. So you'll have people playing touch football, and Texas soccer is hugely popular. So you have people playing soccer, and in a small park there's a very limited area. In a large park it can also be a very limited area, but you also got to understand that you've got to look at the density in a large park. So it takes a lot more study. I don't think I've made sufficient study of this park to be too successful. So the little micro parks I've been hunting have been more fruitful than the big park, but I'll work on it. And anyway, this is Texas Tiger Digs out. I hope you like the couple of digs I showed on the on my video today. Well, the results of the digs. And I'll be back. I'll be trying new things all the time. And subscribe, because I guarantee you're going to see a variety of systems. You're going to see a variety of techniques. You're going to see a variety of coils.